Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to yet another great edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young. Spring out, still cold. What else is new? So don't worry about it. We're always heating things up in here tonight. Check out the decor in the room. It's beautiful. I got a jewelry designer. We're going to get to her in a minute as my guest. But first, I must read the awesome underwriters, and then we will commence with the show. We got Auto Country, king of the used car in Abington. 1 week offer. If you go in and you mention Topic Time and buy a car, you get free Red Sox tickets, but there's only 1 week left on that. You got T. Martini and Son Flooring in Abington. We got John E. Macaroni's in East Bridgewater, 2 locations there and 1 in Halifax. We got 2 Jerks Barbecue in Raynham. We got Clothes Clinic Dry Cleaning and Alterations in Whitman, where Topic Time fans get 10% off. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Chapin Sheds in Whitman. And we got MDI Auto Brokers and Repair, the home of the fully certified used car also in Whitman. And I want to thank you guys very much. And on that note, we will start the show. Thank you very much, and here we go. Oh, my bad, sorry. Okay, again, welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. I've been pushing these buttons for the last 9 years. Sometimes I hit the wrong one by mistake, and when I do, I owe up to it. So we might have lost an extra 30 seconds, but we're still going to have a great show tonight. And as I said, I have a jewelry designer as my guest. This is Inga Puzikov. She's quite a colorful lady, as you can see, and we have a lot of awesome jewelry items that she made herself, some here behind us. We also have some that her friend made of different, I'm not sure that are all jewelry. She's going to explain that. I'm going to talk to her tonight and interview her, and I want to thank you, Inga, for being my guest on Topic Time tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, now I know it's been a busy week for you. You've been working with models left and right. Now you're just working with me. I'm no model, but
I'll take it.
Give what I get. Right, that's fine. I'll take it too. So let's talk about your craft. You're a jewelry designer. And what I do with all my guests is I try to backtrack to what they were like as kids, how they got to be where they're at now. You're obviously very artistic. I'm guessing that as a real young girl, you knew you had some special gift, and you took it to the next level, and now you're taking it to the top level. Is that true? You explain
I'm not
in
sure
your
if
own
I
words.
knew if I had a gift or not, but I was definitely very encouraged to do art. I had a wonderful grandfather on my maternal side.
Okay. Was this in Russia, by the way? I know you're from Russia.
That was in Minsk, Belarus. Yes.
Minsk, Belarus. That's right. You're from Belarus.
Minsk,
Got it.
Belarus.
Okay.
And he was very arty. He made the most beautiful things out of tree roots.
Okay.
And I guess he has influenced me,
Cool.
an artistic side of me.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So how old were you when you created your first item yourself? Do you have any idea? Do you remember?
When I was a kid, I liked to draw and doodle, and probably like many girls. So I would say just at the age of 5, I was just.
I know. But did you create anything like solid, like one of these things?
These things I started to do 15 years ago when I did some art and some paintings and drawings, and I did more and work with different media, and then started to work with the world of stones. I would say the past 15 years I've been working on a jewelry. So that's not devoted to my childhood. That's not influenced by my Russian roots.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with it. It's something that I did here in America, and it's very near and dear to my heart.
and it shows too. So let's talk about why did you emigrate to America? What was did that have anything to do with your current work, or well, just explain it? I'm curious.
I'm Jewish from Russia, and Jewish basically being discriminated against, and a lot of them left Soviet Union, and emigrated. I have a big part of my family living in Israel.
Okay.
And another part living in America. And we ended up in Boston. And that, to me, is the best city in the whole world. This is my America.
Okay. Dirty water. You're my home. I get it. Love that dirty water. Okay, great. So how long have you been in Boston for? Like 15 years or?
Oh no,
longer?
I've been in Boston almost 30.
30 years, okay. So half your time since you've been in the United States is when you started doing jewelry. Okay, when you did it, did you just, I mean, are you self-employed as a jewelry maker?
Yes, I'm self-employed. This is my business. This
Right.
is my, I don't think hobby would be the right word because it's my passion.
It's your
I think
livelihood.
it's my livelihood. It's
Right.
a better word. And it's something I really love and enjoy doing. And I do have a full-time job as a real estate agent that
Okay.
I've been doing for the past 25 years.
Wow.
And jewelry is just my wonderful world of feminine and beautiful things, and something that I feel myself extremely happy, excited, and comfortable in.
Yeah, it's really, and it shows. Now, lately you've been working with a lot of models in the area. You've been putting jewelry on. You've been working on fashion shows and making jewelry for models. And I know you wanted to have one come in tonight. She couldn't make it. She was, it would have taken her too long to get here. So talk about that. How did you get involved with the models in the area? I mean, that's a pretty big deal for you, being that you're able to, take the most beautiful items that you create and put them on very beautiful people. So that must have been wonderful when you were given that opportunity. So could you please discuss that?
I would devote that to my dear friends that are designers, and I have been welcomed into their world, and I'm forever grateful for that. And we work together, we work as a team. So I'm being accessories, and they create the most wonderful clothes, and I take a big pride in being able to match my pieces the right way, highlight the right things of the dress or a shirt, and kind of bring the whole ensemble together. And models are the most wonderful people that make all this come alive. So
Of course.
We all make friends, and it's a great community. It's a very warm community. People are supportive, and I absolutely love being a part of it.
I can see that. So how many models have you worked with so far? I mean, it seems like you're a household name among the model community now.
Oh my God, I don't know how to answer this question.
Well, all right. I guess lots is the answer.
I think for me, every person is unique, and every woman is unique, and
Right.
I try to match the jewelry to her. So I don't think numbers. I think people. I like Francesca for her, smile. I like Gosha for her eyes. I like everybody. For me, every model,
Right.
Jennifer for her beautiful red lips. It's a personality. So I never bother myself with. I've been working with 220 or 100. I just try to remember what is special about each one of them.
There you go. Well, that's good. So you basically formed a bond with everybody. You just named several people. Some of them are going to be on my show. Hopefully, I'd like to eventually get them all on. That's really cool. So between that and real estate, how do you? So obviously, you have a lot of. You make sure that you have. This is really your passion. I mean, let me ask you this: do you own a store where you sell this, or do you just sell it from your home, or what?
I do pop-up boutiques. I use my jewelry for photo shoots a lot, and
For which?
fashion
Oh,
photo shoots.
Okay.
With, we work with photographers. We collaborate for some interesting projects. I have some published work, and I do pop-up boutiques. I'm not a person who can sit from 9 to 5 somewhere. I
Right.
think I would be bored. I'm
Of course.
too much of a free spirit. So no, did not bother myself with owning the store, but I do have my work represented in some wonderful stores in Boston.
You want to name some? I'm just curious. If you don't, that's fine.
It's okay. We're just gonna leave it as a
Okay,
special
that's cool.
surprise.
I'm sure I could walk by one of the boutique on Newbury Street and see something like this.
That's
and say,
exactly
that's
where
an
it
Inga
is.
Puzikov. Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay, cool. Okay. So, now you say you're a free-spirited person. Do you do anything else? I'm just curious for fun. Do you sing, dance?
I do sing.
Okay. I know. I'd like to find out how multifaceted you are. And then then what I want you to do after that, we're going to talk about every one of these pieces that we can talk about before the show ends. So go ahead. You talk about what else you do besides.
If I were to sing, it would be in a company of friends and at home. It would not be in public.
No, I understand. I'm not asking you to sing. I'm just asking you if you do.
I do. I love doing it, but I have to be comfortable with doing it.
Oh yeah. Right.
I love dancing. I love cooking. So
okay.
I guess that would be where my talents and my happy place would be.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But you're obviously very spirited. You have a nice voice. I mean, my hunch is that if you tried singing a little bit, you might surprise yourself. You might be very good. Do you ever write anything? Just curious. Do you write poetry?
I did. I write a few songs and a few poems.
Okay, that's cool.
They're in Russian, though.
That's good. Russian's a very, very musical sounding language. But just so you know, I'm Russian Jewish too. I didn't come from. I've never been to Israel and I've never been to Russia, and I don't have. I had ancestors from Russia, and I may have mentioned this to you. They left the country. My great grandfather felt very put upon by his mother, who was very forceful of Judaism back in the 19th century. So he came here not to find gold in the streets, just to get away from her. And as a result, just about everyone on that side of my family was raised an atheist. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what happened. It's kind of an interesting story. But that's my story. But I figured we discussed it the other day, and I thought you thought it was kind of a funny story. So I figured I'd reiterate it here in the show. But now what I want you to do is you got a bunch of really awesome pieces that you brought in. You talk about them, and then, and Kim will, a fine producer, technology expert that's doing the show for us, will close in on it with that little R2D2 white-headed camera there, and as you described them. So go ahead.
Well.
And then we'll talk about what you got on the table.
Where do I start?
Okay, well, put these all up here, so
left
decide.
to right?
Yeah.
So this piece, tassels are very in right now. Usually when I find interesting piece, I would find it as an inspiration. So I was working with this tassel, and I go with beautiful agates and hand-painted bead from Bali. And this piece is very near and dear to my heart and very special because I do not do much in beige.
Okay.
So whenever I have to work with beige and brown, it's a challenge for me. I work more with cool tones.
Just a quick question.
So,
is that tassel gold leaf?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I just thought it was really beautiful, and I wanted to add something to it. I have one more piece with a tassel that I wear all the time.
Kind of matches your hair color too.
Yeah, this one does, and it has some gold in it. So I decided to make that one, and I love it. I think it's fun. I see somebody wearing it in a fall. I see somebody even wearing it with a fur coat. It's just one of those pieces that can be very glamorous.
Okay, well, go on. What else you got there?
This one is a turquoise. Turquoise is one of my most favorite stones.
Okay.
It's a color of happiness. It's a stone that makes you happy, heals depression, uplifts your mood. Today, I was in a weird mood. I decided to.
I'm only seeing what you're wearing today. I don't know if you wear other days, but yes.
Today is the first time in my life I put green lipstick on.
Always say everything happens for a reason, but go on. Yep.
Today it would be matching it. So, and I found this beautiful lava bead, and green and blue is what brings the turquoise color out. So I wanted to add some sparkle, and it was kind of interesting for me, how can I connect it together, but I think it worked out nice. The next piece, I found this most beautiful hand-carved stone, and I wanted it, I had it for a while. I didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
And then this piece was born, so we have gray agate, we have carnelian, and very soothing colors, very nice warm tones, but definitely a statement piece, definitely something different.
Okay.
if it's not different, I don't see a reason to wear it.
There you
so
go.
I want my
I agree with
pieces
you.
to be special. That one is just screaming and passionate and loud, and that has been worn with a beautiful red hat on New Hampshire Fashion Show, and that was created for that. So
Okay.
that's why this piece is so
That's
big.
what Shweta might have worn one of your jewelry. Remember, one of your jewelry items. I had her on a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Shweta Rawat, you know her, right? You don't know? Okay, Indian
Not
model.
sure.
Shweta, you don't know?
I do not recognize the name. If you
You don't recognize it? Okay, I think
if you
she
show
was
me
in New
the
Hampshire Fashion
picture,
Week. Yeah,
then I'll tell
she
you
wearing
exactly.
a blue dress. She'll
Maybe I'm not recognizing exactly.
Okay, all right, go on. More stuff. Let's go on.
Maybe I pronounce her name differently.
Shweta? I don't know. It's Shweta.
I have to check it out.
Okay, she'll know who you are. But go on. What else you got?
Perfect. Agates, this is my personal piece. I absolutely love it.
Okay.
And I just think that sometime you have to highlight the stone itself. That's
Okay.
very important.
Yep.
And agate is a stone of people with a very strong mind, and it helps you to concentrate when you think. It helps you with a business. When people were traveling in ancient times, they were carrying a piece of agate with them.
Okay.
So
History lesson. I love it.
I look at it as very interesting but a serious stone, and just a beautiful on its own.
Okay.
That's another turquoise, and I was going from that piece and just was thinking how to bring it together.
Okay.
And the blue one is multi-layers, multi. So I think you can layer it, double loop it, triple loop it. There's just so much you can do, and faux pearls are so in style right now that I encourage women to wear it with jeans. It's not something I'm looking at just one line of pearls, just a very serious dress or evening. No, I think you should have fun with it and just allow yourself to have a touch of class anywhere you go.
Cool. All right. That covers the first floor. No,
that covers the first floor.
Second floor
That's
now.
the second floor.
Yep.
Second floor is hematite with red, just a very simple necklace. Sometimes you need this pop of color, and I have some people that are not ready for something very elaborate.
Okay.
So that would be enough, you know, that touch of red, and you wear something black and you're done. So that would be good. And hematite is a stone that works with the bloodstream, and the red is a heart chakra. So
now you're wearing a necklace there. I assume that's one. Yeah, that's like this. Well, you're going. This will be like the last thing you talk about. Go on.
Yeah, turquoise.
Okay.
So that one is one of my absolute favorites. It's a druzy, hand painted. That's why we see blue and gold. But obviously, it's not Mother Nature that's made it. It's people that made it so beautiful.
Okay.
This is luxurious pearls. That's the ones that people are not seeing that often. We're used to the small ones, and those are humongous. Absolutely love it.
Okay.
And that would be an example of a very small dainty necklace, because we have a silver tree of life. I see some symbol of Judaism there, and hope and peacefulness.
Okay.
And I wanted to make it very earthy and just add a touch of green.
Okay, cool.
Talking about natural materials, we have a starfish here that I absolutely love as a pendant.
That's beautiful. I love the sparkles on that one.
Thank you. And I was matching it with natural stones, some agate and some crystals and some green pearls, just to make sure that everything goes with that theme.
And this is the last one here.
And this last is pearls and some big, beautiful blue beads. This one is a statement piece, and it's all about color.
Wow.
Color, color, color.
Cool.
So,
All right, now let's talk about stuff. You brought some stuff that you put on the table. You separated this because you said this was designed by a friend of yours. So let's talk about your friend and what it's a woman, right?
So it's a woman. Her name is
so
Nina Bublik, and she is the most wonderful hat designer. I believe that hands down nobody can touch her.
And that includes the hat you're wearing now, right?
That includes the hat I'm wearing now
Okay.
that she made for me. It's very unique. It's jeans,
Yep.
and it's got some feathers because I was born in the year of the rooster, so it's a
There you go.
natural. That explains my love for colors and being outgoing. and she made it custom for me and my taste and my style. And this is all beautiful fascinators that she made.
Okay.
So that rose, every petal is hand set and it's made out of natural leather. I personally think it's a masterpiece.
Okay.
And then this one is just a very flirty fascinator. And this I put together with red earrings and a red necklace. This is what I would do if I would put it on a model. So you would have a beautiful fascinator, and then I would build on that and work with the shapes, having something round and colors. So this is how we work. We usually go to shows together. We work as a team, and we work with accessories. So she does hats, I do jewelry, and I just wanted to have a little tease and show people what she's comfortable with and what she's doing, and then she will bring it to a whole new level when she's going to be here and show her hats.
That's awesome. Those two items there, they look, I hate to say it because they look like weapons because they're sharp metal, but what do you talk about?
So
that and that and that.
This one. So as a jewelry consultant, and sometimes I use pieces as a stylist when I need for my photo shoots, and I go with something funky and ultra modern, and that would be one of those fabulous pieces.
Okay, what is that and what is that?
That?
Yes.
That is a bracelet.
The bracelet, okay.
And
somebody with a really skinny wrist. I couldn't fit it on my hand. But unless, there you go.
This is a full size,
beautiful,
totally normal bracelet.
That's why I asked these questions.
That would fit on your wrist. And
is that a bracelet too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So once you, bracelets are very in right now.
Yep.
However, before people try to put together a ring, bracelet, necklace, earrings, all from the same theme and as a set.
Okay.
Sets are no longer in style. So if you put something together, it should be only two pieces. So it can be ring and earrings that are matching, but then something else needs to be different. So they can match in a certain way, but not exactly the same company. So.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Now, what's that? What about that ring you're wearing? Did you design that too?
No, this ring was designed by a beautiful designer. It's from Leah Sophia.
Okay.
And I just thought, because I'm wearing pearl and that being a moonstone, and we're working with round shapes with my necklace, that's where I want it to be.
Great. Do you design jewelry for men at all too, or not? Or it doesn't? I suppose men can wear any of these things if they wanted to. But do you? I mean, I'm just curious. Do you have a men's line?
I've done a few pieces because people ask me to custom make it, but I'm not designing that much for men.
I understand.
I do have wonderful male friends, and I'm sure they would wear some jewelry, and I do not mean to discriminate. However, it's women that are easy and understandable and exciting for me to put the jewelry on, and it just naturally, maybe I'll change my mind and do something more for men, but naturally right now I am concentrating on women's jewelry.
So, okay.
Yeah.
You don't do tattoos or body piercings, do you?
No.
Okay.
Against my religion.
Is it really? Is it really? Okay. Interesting. I never really.
I appreciate that as art on other people.
Right.
I just don't do it.
You just don't do it. Yeah, it's kind of messy anyway.
No, some of them are very beautiful.
I know they're beautiful, but there's always a liability when you're piercing somebody's skin. If something goes wrong, you don't want to even go there. What might happen if they get infected? I mean, I've heard of cases of that.
I worry about what might happen if I get much older and it's all sagging. I think that's going to be not pretty.
If you get your shoulder and
and
what?
It's all sagging, and I might not think it's going to be pretty. I better not touch it to begin with.
Okay. All right. Do you have any like books on jewelry designing that you've ever written one? Or
I
do
did
you
not.
teach courses?
I did not write one. I did read a lot. I read on a spiritual side on what the stone's made out of and what kind of energy they carry, the colors, what's natural, what's painted, how the color has been infused into stones. But no, I did not write a book.
Would you ever consider it? How about How about a picture book of your jewelry? I mean, I'm just wondering. We'll put it this way. You're very well known now. How did you get your wares out there? I mean, what kind of marketing did you do?
I
It
think
was just from people. Oh, you tell me.
I have been lucky enough to work with the most talented photographers,
Right.
and I would say the work that they do, and when we do personal photo shoots or big fashion shows, is what gives it life, and what makes it unforgettable. So I attribute that success to them and their wonderful work.
There you go. So it's photographers mostly. They see what you've done, and they realize that what you make will look great on great models, enhance them even more. And next thing you know, you get your foot in the door.
Yeah, that's the people we have to thank.
I understand. Okay. Well, guess what? We're under 5 minutes to go in the show. So what I want you to do in the time we have remaining, I want you to give shouts out to people that are going to see this, because a lot of people are going to see it. Condense them. You know, you can name a few models you did at the beginning, and talk about just say what you plan to do maybe in the next few months with your jewelry. If you have anything on the agenda for travel or doing anything like that, take your stuff on the road, whatever. Just we're wrapping the show up.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you.
I would say that the biggest thing I would like to talk about that's coming up is we are having a wonderful afternoon tea on May 4th in Newton City Hall. So
you having what on May 4th?
Afternoon tea.
A which?
It's going to be an afternoon tea.
An afternoon which?
Afternoon tea.
Seat?
Tea.
Tea? Oh, tea.
British style.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So it's going to be most wonderful pastries, and people will be sitting in a beautiful room. It's in the Newton City Hall, and
Newton City Hall,
my
right?
friend Olga is gonna sing. It's gonna be a wonderful concert. So
wow.
This was sold out last year. I'm sure this year it's gonna be very popular. So definitely, if you're interested, please reach out.
Okay.
I'm very easy to find. I'm on www.jewelinga.com. Instagram is Jewelinga Official. I'm also on a Facebook as Jewelinga. It's Jewelinga.
Okay,
and
cool.
People that I would like to thank would be my family here and overseas, would be designers, would be wonderful models, photographers. I am so afraid if I'm going to name names, I'm going to forget
Don't worry about
others.
it then. Don't name
So,
them. They know who they are.
They are my family. They are my friends. They're people that I love dearly and forever grateful. And my husband, without him and his encouragement, I would not be able to achieve anything in this life. So definitely tribute to him.
Do you have any children?
Two.
Okay, you wanted to say hi to them too?
Hi, children.
Okay, that's great. Okay, well, I hope you had a good time with me tonight. I think we thoroughly covered everything that you got here. It's the best of my ability.
Thank you so much. It was great.
Thank you. It was great to have you on. Well, and again, the best of luck with everything. I'm looking for big things from you, and photo shoots and whatnot. You ever done any acting at all, or do you plan to before we wrap?
I have done some acting.
Film acting?
I have been on stage. I've been playing in some certain themes where I've been asked to act. I don't know. I think I've done it all.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap the show up. And you ready to again? Okay, folks. Thanks. Another great episode of Topic Time is concluding. We'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks. And here we go. This time the right button. Yes.